all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Digits on the beat.
Back here on the Bossman Show, we're here with Coach Steve Pikiell of the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, coming off a big win over Seton Hall up there out in New Jersey. Both of them up there doing their things. They're in the Big Ten Conference. Coach Pikiell, how things up there in Piscataway, Coach?
You know what? It's been an exciting couple days in Piscataway, and we beat Wisconsin the other night, and then we had our big New Jersey rival with Seton Hall, a really good basketball team, and we had the largest crowd that we've had since 2002 at one of our home games. So the place was jumping, and, we got ourselves a nice win. So it's been a great couple days.
I hear that, Coach. I saw the excitement on the student sections, the fans, your students, and your players' faces. So what does it mean for you, Coach, as being the head coach, to see the development of your guys and seeing the hard work you've been putting in here for the last 4 years going here is really starting to pay off now?
Yeah, it's been, quite a journey. I took over a program that had won 6 games the, year before, I got here. And, I've hired a great staff, which is, as you know, the most important thing you could do in basketball. And then, we were able to get some recruits, and we've done a really good job of, developing them. And along the way, we've been developing a really good fan base. And the students have come out and made the RAC, our home court, one of the toughest places to play, in the country, and we're undefeated at home. And, our young guys are getting a little bit older, and we have 2 seniors on this year's team, and they're really all fitting into their roles. And playing well together, and I think we're just going to continue to build, a really strong program. And you know how good this league is, so you better be building a strong program when you're up against Michigan State and Michigan and Maryland and the kind of iron that we play night in and night out, with some of the best fan bases and some of the best players and coaches, in the country. So we're just real fortunate. We're just plugging away and getting better and better every year.
And, Coach, speaking about the player development piece, Coach, I know that's a real big part of any program is player development. I see with the Hawks here, with all our young players we have on the Atlanta Hawks, how they had to develop those guys, get their games better, not only mentally but physically as well. So how do you go about, you and your staff, and launch your strength coach as well, to get those guys mentally strong, get them physically strong, get them their emotional intelligence where they understand the game plan, they can execute what you try to teach them on the court as what you teach them in film session as well?
Yeah, it's a development in so many different ways. Your adjustment to college, usually physically, is a huge adjustment. Strength and conditioning coach, we have a great one, Dave Van Dyke, works with our guys daily, on their nutrition, on their, flexibility, on their, explosiveness. And we've been really fortunate. We've made some tremendous gains from our freshman year to sophomore and junior year, with our weight program. And then, a lot of it, too, is mental toughness, too, and watching film and, just being well prepared, for the opponents that you're getting ready to play. And then there's that, physical part. Guys got to get better. And I think, we've done a good job. Last year we started 3 freshmen, and, currently we got, 3 sophomores in our starting lineup, and, a junior and 1 senior, and they've all gotten better and better. And I think that's a big part of what we're trying to do, get kids that want to be at Rutgers. It's a great university in the middle of New Jersey, a powerful academic institution. And we want to get kids that want to play in the Big Ten, a competitive conference, and with a ton of, last year we had the most NCAA tournament bids. So try to get kids, try to get them to, develop, try to pick the ones with the most upside, too. And have a great staff. Brandon Knight was a great player at Pittsburgh. Carl Hobbs played at UConn and won national championships there as an assistant coach. Steve Hain, my assistant coaches, do a really, really good job of spending that extra time with each guy and just making sure they're getting better and better.
Exactly. And I feel like, Coach, a lot of guys don't understand that development is an all-year-round thing. It's just not in the summertime anymore. It's a all year round sport basketball is. You can't take really that much time off. You keep working on your game because guys are working in the gym all the time. You can't have coach say to me, Coach, I need to go shoot shots today, or ex-player go do some dribbles. You have to have that drive on your own, Coach. You want to go out there and get better daily without you guys having to prod them to go do so.
You know what? You really do, and you have to have kids that want to be in the gym. The NCAA gives a certain amount of hours, 4 in the off season, to do skill development, and 4 to do the weight room activities, and then 20 during the season. And as you know, that's, just not enough year round. And you got to have kids that want to be in the gym and want to get shots up on their own and do things, to help themselves improve. And we're very fortunate. We just opened a new $100 million basketball facility that's, dedicated really to our players 24 hours a day, a facility they could use. And, it's got a nutritional center. It's got the medical part of it too. And then obviously you got the weight room and the conditioning, and then you have the gym that's available all day long too. So, we're really fortunate to have that, that kind of facility and have it open this year.
And, Coach, with the Big Ten's imprint being from pretty much Nebraska to the northeast coast where you guys are at, down to the DMV area, you can pretty much recruit guys nationally any way you want to, especially all over the Big Ten footprint. But also, Coach, even down south, this is what I see like guys on your roster, not so much from Georgia, but I see there's from North Carolina on your roster, Florida on your roster as well. So how do you and your staff go about trying to find the right fit, find the right guy who will come to your program, come to Rutgers, want to get a grad education in the middle of New Jersey, and develop over time and be a world beater for you guys coming that redshirt sophomore year, junior year, and senior year there?
I'm, again, lucky, I have a ton of staff. There's a ton of alums. Rutgers is one of the biggest schools in the country. So you get a lot of tips from a lot of different places, and we've been very fortunate. Like you said, the footprint of the, Big Ten goes everywhere, and everyone has certainly heard of the schools that are in our league. And, we have a starting center from California, and then we have a kid from Jacksonville, Florida, we just signed a couple kids one from California, prolific prep out there, and we got a kid from North Carolina coming in next year's recruiting class, along with a kid from Sweden too. So we've kind of gone a lot of different places that we have connections to, and maybe there's some Rutgers ties too. And we want to recruit New Jersey too. We got a couple really good players from New Jersey in the New England area too. But the footprint of our league, and obviously the national exposure that we get, we're the most televised league and the most fan attended league in the country. You have kids that want to come and play and be challenged at, in the best conference, in the country. So we really utilize that, and our location's great. A lot of people live around here. We're close to New York City. We're close to Philadelphia, and New Jersey's a great state, offers a lot of different amenities to any student that comes here. So it's an exciting place, and we go wherever we can go to get players that fit, what we're trying to do.
You got that right, and like you said, Coach, you guys beat a team right there against East Orange and Seton Hall. I know about that area because my fiance, my ex-fiance, lives in East Orange. I know all about that area from going to all the time. But I know you had to be happy to win that in-state battle, to get those recruiting points with guys in the state, and give your players bragging rights against those guys at Seton Hall, because that's a big rivalry for you guys, and for you to get that win has to feel good for you and your program as you all head towards the Big Ten play here in the first of the year.
Yeah, it gives you guys confidence. It's Seton Hall's a program that's been very good and well respected, and Kevin Willard's done an excellent job, and they have very good players. So, we were locked in on that particular day at home. We're very tough to beat, and our guys played really good basketball from the opening tip, till the end. So it was an exciting day, and like I said, the most people to attend a men's basketball game in about 20 years. So. Our fans came out. They were loud. They were proud. And Rutgers is a proud university with terrific academic standards and some really good people. And so it's an exciting time, and I'm really glad to be a part of it.
And being 8-3 in a non-con has to be good for you guys. You see, you're undefeated at home. You play some very quality teams over the non-con schedule. So talk a little bit about this overall. So for getting your team ready for Big Ten play, how you use the non-con to maybe take guys back home, or play the 9-exempt tournament a little bit there. Just get some quality competition as you get ready to play the Big Ten gauntlet, which is very, very tough.
Yeah, we're going to always be challenged. We have 20 league games now, so our schedule is always going to be extremely tough. And then, with the games you schedule non-conference, you like to, play some rivalries, and that's obviously the Seton Hall game. And then, we play in the ACC Big Ten Challenge, and then, every couple of years, too, we play in the Big East Big Ten Challenge, too. So, a lot of our games are kind of scheduled. And then, like you said, you like to go on a couple trips. You like to, get back to some places that some of your players are from. You want your team to have an opportunity to experience some new things in some new places, but you still want to play some home games too, because our home court is an advantage. And, you like to get some home games too with some local rivals and what have you. So you got to put your schedule together, carefully. But the Big Ten keeps expanding its schedule, so pretty soon I won't have to schedule any games. So just yell Big Ten games.
Yeah, because I know outside of recruiting and making sure kids go to class, scheduling is probably the third hardest thing you have to deal with as part of your role as head coach.
It certainly is. It's very challenging to schedule games, and you also have periods of time where you can't schedule games because of your finals and all the different obstacles that get in the way of scheduling too. So, we have to hold off a lot of, dates for, television and some different things too. So scheduling's very challenging. It's, a real puzzle that you got to kind of try to put together to give yourself the right blend of challenges and some confidence and playing some home games and, giving yourself a chance to figure your team out too a little bit. So challenging. One of the most challenging part about basketball is scheduling. You like to, try to take a lot of time and do a great job with it, but you don't know sometimes till you're in the middle of it.
Now, coaches, I guess you have found this week because you have a week off after the Seton Hall matchups,
Yeah.
but I think it's good for you to maybe get a chance to maybe get some guys some rest, self-scout a little bit. You know, you have a game Saturday, of course, but I know but have an opportunity to kind of look at what's been going on, reevaluate yourself, find places you can kind of get better at. Has to be a good opportunity for you guys as you head into the Big Ten play at the first of the year.
You know what? It's a huge time when we played a lot of games in a short period of time. They are taking finals right now, too, so they're in the middle of their heavy academic load. But it gives you a chance to really watch film with guys. It gives you a chance, to really look at your team and assess where you need to get better, put in and implement some new things. Like today we put in a lot of new stuff that we, wanted to get in. It gives us a little time to work on it, too. As we roll into, our next game and then with a little break at Christmas time. These are times when teams can get a lot better, and your guys can be in the gym once the academic part of the, semester is done. They can get in the gym extra and work on their weaknesses. So, very, very important time. And also it's a time to get out. I've been recruiting every night since, Seton Hall game. So, it gives you a time to get out and see some of your high schools are starting up and get a chance to see some of the younger, recruits and try to keep your name out there.
That's what I got for you, coaches. Is who are some coaches and individuals who really has been key into your career as a head coach since you've been in the business as long as you have? Who guys who you still talk to or you can lean on to help you? There's really been a very much a big impact on your career as a coach.
Well, I tell you, I've been very fortunate. I played for Jim Calhoun at UConn, and then I was able to coach with him. And, he certainly is a guy that, has helped me every step of the way in my coaching career and in my life. And, you can't get better advice than a guy that was a Hall of Fame coach that won a lot of national championships and did a ton of building when he was at UConn. And so I'm fortunate to have him. And, a lot of my coaches when I was at UConn, Dave Lato's the current coach at DePaul and off to their best start and forever. And he's another guy you could pick up the phone and chat with. And Howie Dickerman was another guy on that staff, and he was the winningest coach in Central Connecticut Division I basketball history. So I've been very fortunate, to have worked for, some of the really, really great head coaches, and I got a chance to play for them and work for them. And those are the guys I look forward to, talking to. And, when I have questions and stuff, those are the guys that I know I can reach out to. They're going to be giving me the best advice possible. So I'm very fortunate in that way.
Well, Coach Pikiell, we're going to have you on the show, Coach. I've been a fan of yours for years. You just up there at Stony Brook. I used to kind of cheer for you guys. I thought you always played well up there. So hope to see the Final Four, Coach. I'm looking forward to having all the coaches I talked to, seeing you guys when you all down here for the Final Four here in April.
Hey, well, listen, I appreciate you having me on. I want to wish you happy holidays and keep following Rutgers down there. We'll try to get down your way so you can see us live. That'd be awesome.
Yes, indeed, Coach. Thank you so much for your time today. Have a great holiday season as well, Coach.
Terrific. Thank you. Have a great night.
You're
Bye-bye.
very welcome. Steve Pikiell here on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Album is available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.